Alright, welcome back to part 2 of Cooking with Lard. Let's show you what we got. So right here we have our pork. This was the pork that we cut up in our last video. This is the pork loin. Right here we got some extra pieces. Now we're going to save these extra pieces because we're going to actually make some dirty rice with that. We're going to push this off to the side. We're going to pound these out today. So today we're frying up some of these loins and we're showing you some fried loin pieces here. So what we'll do, I got a cutting board here. I got some rubber gloves on the bottom so this way you're not making a bunch of noise and pound it on your table. I put my plastic bag just right over it. I don't put it in the bag. I just put it right over it just like that. And I just pound it right out. Now we're not going to go too crazy on it, but we're just going to break it down good enough because you want your pork chop sandwich, which we're making today. You want that nice and tender. And there you go. And look at that. So that's pounded out really nice. That's going to make a nice tender sandwich. And if I wanted to go a little further with this, I actually could. So I'm just going to show you how far that. That's how far that piece of meat goes. So from a little piece of meat like that, and I could even get it thinner and go bigger, but today we're leaving it just like that. So we're going to pound the rest of these out and then we're going to meet you right back here, so don't go anywhere. Alright, our chops are pounded out. Let's show you what to do from here. We got a rub here, onion powder, garlic powder, some paprika, just a little bit of oregano in here. That's it, very simple rub, no salt. Right here we got some mustard. This is just regular cheap French's mustard, and it's got a lot of salt in here, so we're not adding salt to this meal at all. We got salt in our pork. It's already naturally has salt in it. That's just what they feed the animal. And the French's has got a lot of salt in here. Right here we just got some regular bread flour. That's all you're gonna need. So let's get this going. On with our mustard. Just a little generous amount on each one. This is going to help the rub stick. It's going to help the flour stick. And that's what you want. So let's just get that rubbed in. Little goes a long way, so we're going to use this for both sides and just roll them all against each other. Just like that. Let's flip them over and just start rubbing them against each other. Super fast. And you can see how these pieces of meat just got nice and thin here when you pound them out. And they just pack a lot of flavor when they're pounded out. And not to mention, when you do them this way, if you fry them, pound it out like this, they're not going to be as dry. So they won't be dry at all, actually, when you do them this way. But if you try to leave them thick, you're going to dry them right out. And there's nothing worse than dry pork chops. Alright, so there's our rest of our mustard. Like I said, just drag them across each other. And then we're just going to stack them like that. So this one, we start coating them, they're even. And we forgot that one. So just drag them across. I'm going to get a little bit more mustard out of here. Just so he has it on there. And we're just going to check. See if we got them all. And there it is. All of them are done. Just going to stack them. See, I missed that one. So you have to watch. And with the rest of our mustard, I'm just gonna use this up. Just get it on there. That's it. All right, we're gonna start laying them out. And on with our rub we go. I'm leaving one hand wet and dirty, and the other hand is going to be dry, and that's the hand I have my seasoning in. Give those a good amount, flip them over, and just repeat. Gotta stack them. That goes pretty fast. So a lot of people fry their pork chop. You can still have a dry fried pork chop. And this is the way to get it done. Don't need a lot of anything on the pork chops, but a nice pounded pork chop for this particular piece of meat that dries out is what you're looking for. And we're frying in lard, and it's going to keep it even more moist. All right, that's it. Over here we got some flour. Like I said, they're going to go get drudged in the flour, and that's it. No eggs, no anything else like that. I'm just going to put in that flour and into the fryer it goes. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so we got our lard in the pan. Now, just to give a good visual of this is how much lard you're going to need for frying. If you look at it, it's about a clump here. And that's what you're going to need. Figure it's a handful. I'd pick it up, but I'm going to dirty myself up right now. Don't want to do that. But it's about a handful of this in here. And then we're going to just melt it down, and we'll show you the amount of grease that turns into. But that's how I eyeball it, about a handful of it, and put it in the pan. This is a 12-inch pan, I believe, a Lodge cast iron. Let's get it going. All right, our grease is hot, and just to test the grease, just put a little bit of flour in there, and it starts to sizzle up like that. You know it's hot. So we're going to go into our flour. Give it a good shake. And don't just flour it and throw it in. So you got to get it nice and floured up, and then you're going to shake it off like that. When you lay it down, you got to start from the front of it. Just lay it down slowly. Don't run from the grease. There it is. That's one. We're going to slide that to the side. We'll get another one in here. What I'll do is just get that right over. And I'm just going to go two at a time. I'm not going to crowd this pan, because you'll cool down the pan and your product's not going to come out right. Alright, let's get that one in. Like I said, don't run from the grease. Alright, we're going to let these fry up, and we're going to meet you right back here, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Alright, we're about 2 minutes in, and we're just going to take a look at the underside of these. Looking pretty good. We're just going to flip them over. That's it. We're going to let these continue to fry. Probably about 4.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes each side to 3 minutes each side, depending on how you like them. But they're done. I like mine a little bit more crispy, so I'm letting them go just a little bit longer. And we'll meet you back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, time to get this batch out of here and onto my cooling rack. Just put them up there to drain. And those look beautiful. All right, we're gonna get to frying up the rest of these. We're gonna meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we are, season 3's chopping block. Lard, let's show you what we got. Look at those. Beautiful fried pork chops. Now what I normally do is I make a nice pork chop sandwich, so that's what we're doing. It's 4 a.m. right now, so sandwiches it is. Gonna take some bread. And we'll get a little mayo on our bread. Now I don't toast my bread for this because I like everything just to soak into that nice soft bread. So what I'll do is I'll put a little mayo on there. Just the one piece. And I'm just going to pull this piece out of here. We're going to cut this and show you what we got. We'll just go in. And look how tender that is. Look at that chop. Beautiful. Let's get a little pit master taste going on there. Pull off that little end there. Wow. Soft, tender, and real juicy. Let's put this together. All right, let's clean this up a little bit. Over here just like that. And we're going to go in with a little lettuce. I'll just break that up. A little bit more. And some onion. A little bit more onion. And some tomato. Can't go wrong with that. All right. We're going to top it off with our bread. Just like that. And then we're just going to cut this right in half. Put those off to the side. And there it is. Nice fried pork chop sandwich. And lard. Can't go wrong with that. We're just going to get situated, clean up, and we're going to meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is. Fried pork chop and lard. The final conclusion. On a beautiful potato bread, lettuce, tomato. Can't go wrong at 4 a.m. And if you like this video and more videos about to come, please don't forget to hit that like, hit that bell. This way you get those notifications first. And at 4 a.m., no further ado, we're getting that pit master taste there.